Well, hello everyone. I am off work, but it is pouring and it looks more lit up on this screen. It is dark. It is tornado weather right now for us over here. And it is just pouring. I'm gonna get to the van. I'm still gonna try to do a project. We'll see what happens with it. Stay tuned to see if I get a little something done today. At least it's not a cold rain. The concern right now is the air pressure, because it was super warm and muggy at lunchtime, my lunchtime, and now it's cooling down fast. Right now we got some pretty strong winds and some spotted black clouds up, up there, excuse me. But at least our window's not foggy. Let's get the heck out of Dodge. I'll catch up with you when I get to the next stopping point. Oh, it looks like a bunch of the cameras are out in the office. Hope that doesn't mean the power went out. Look, I definitely picked the wrong time to do this, and I should probably 86 it until better weather, but I'm an idiot. All right, so this is just something I'm trying to do temporarily. This is that free piece of wood that I got not too long ago. I'm going to see what I can do about fitting it on my floor. I'll show you what I'm looking for in a second. Alright, it's pouring like a son of a gun, but I do have a little bit of an awning, so I'm not getting as wet as I should. So I just kind of marked my wood, eyeballed it. Luckily I still had this in the van. Grabbed my saw, gonna cut this. Alright, cut the piece off. Now we're gonna see if it's gonna fit. Alright, it does fit, and this is how far it can go. Pretty much. Let me see. So that's about as far as I can go right here. So when the door closes, it's almost right up against the door. And I bought a 2-pack of these brackets here, and we're going to see what we can do with that. All right, I've cleaned the area and I've put the brackets on. Let's see if we can make it fit. All right, it fits. So now I'm going to screw the brackets on. Now I'm going to pack up some of this stuff and then I'm going to get out of here. It is dripping wet. Heading to Home Depot. All right, I think this might be the size. I have to double check here in a second, but everything else is too small. I was hoping for something a little more rugged, but I don't see anything. This isn't bad, it's pretty soft. I think I'm gonna give this one a shot. Hopefully it works. Check these out. These are dual voltage, 12 volt or 120, linkable, wet rated, no bulbs required, LED integrated. I dig these. I dig these a lot. Well, it doesn't look as nasty out there, but still raining pretty steady. And it's colder now, so it doesn't have that tornado weather vibe, which is kind of something I was concerned about. I don't know a lot about this specific area, but in the broad area of Birmingham, we get some pretty gnarly tornadoes, and there was talk of one for the next couple of days, so I got the only mat they had that would kind of work. Now, if I do something for its final form or something, apparently there's other sizes available online, so I would look at those. This one might have to be trimmed, and I have no qualms about trimming it. I gotta find my cutter, my blade, which I have in here somewhere. But, man. I really would have liked to have recorded that whole process a little smoother and everything, and that was my original plan. But it rained all last night, it's raining all this morning, and I really wanted to kind of get this done. I wanted to feel like I did something today. This is just with what I have. That piece of wood is a free piece of wood I got, might even been back when I still lived in my apartment, that, you know, Home Depot had. I was like, hey, can I have this one? Because it was a better piece of wood than I was cutting at the time. So I had asked for it. And right now we're just going to go right at our usual spot by Dollar Tree. By the way, and I don't know if it's permanent, you know how they do, but we always park by this mattress place because they're not usually super busy. You know, some argue that it's a front, but I'll show you. They got signs all over the street and everything. Store closing, everything must go. Wall-to-wall clearance, 70% off mattresses. Whether that's just one of those things where they go out of business and open another mattress store right back up there, I don't really know. But if it does close up while it's closed, even less foot traffic on this side. Okay, this is what it looks like. I only folded the back edge back here. I haven't cut it yet. In that little corner, there's a bolt underneath there. And then right here is where the piece of wood ends. But that's fine. I think if I get a second one and I put another piece of wood going all the way across eventually, that'll be nice. But see, I get that much more space right there. So for me, that really opens up the room. So like Waddle's chair goes all the way to the back now. So I can go all the way this far back and have that much room past my door. Like I'm sitting on the floor. This is kind of comfortable to sit on the floor. I can just reach my table. I got all this mess to take care of. But let's see, here comes the nosy group. Come on, Waddles. You got it. Big jump. Good boy. Yeah, it's a further jump than you thought, isn't it? Good boy. Yeah, one more to go all the way across would be nice. And this is kind of just temporary. If I really did this, I would see if I can get a custom cut of this style of rug. But this gives me more space. Like, my arm is on my toilet, just so you know, but I wouldn't be able to, before, I couldn't sit on the floor without things being all up in my lap. So I've got a nice open middle space right now. Because eventually where that chair is, I'm going to build like a, well, this table for the time being will go over there, because eventually I'm going to build a countertop over here, and that's going to be my main countertop. And then I'll have this table over here for the cats to hang out and eat and stuff without anything obstructing them. But then if I needed to use the van to get stuff in and out, I can always just fold the table back. Isn't that right, big doggy? That's right, my big Waddles. That's right. Oh yeah, it's a good boy. It's a good boy. There goes BMO. 1, 2, 3, go! Good girl. It's raining so much that I'm not even worried about people seeing in the van. It's a little foggy, but I got my light on high. I don't have anything blocking stuff. This does feel good. I know the cat hair is going to kind of collect. This is supposed to be easy to clean. It's an indoor-outdoor rug. It cost $24, which is not really that bad, since everything else I had. Well, the brackets cost me $5 essentially a piece. So I mean, $10 there. So $35 all in, since the wood was free. And just for the time being, it gives me this much more space. So let me straighten up some more. You got it. Come on. Good boy. There he is. Now, just don't sharpen your claws on it. All right, BMO, back to the back, huh? I'm hungry, but I'm holding out to go to Jack's to get some lunch. That's what I'm doing. A Happy has entered the fray. Not that graceful, hap hap. Pretty agreeable. Good afternoon, everyone. It's been a few hours. I need to go to sleep soon, actually, but I was hungry. Got a Coke from Jack's. I went to Jack's. This time we're doing lunch. Show you what I got, and then I'm going to do that YouTube Shorts eating, and then I'll come back. So, I got what's called a Big Jack. Yeah, this is the Big Jack. And this is called the Big Bacon. I was hungry. And here are their fries. All together, a combo meal with an extra sandwich costs $15. There's their fries, crinkle cut fries. Oh yeah. I'll come back and talk about it in a second. I'm back. These burgers are amazing. The Big Jack has onions, tons of mayo, and ketchup, pickles, tomato, shredded lettuce. You get 2 patties. Both Big Jerk burgers have 2 patties. Mmm. Mmm. They did give me napkins. It's messy, but in all the good ways. It's like a better Whopper. It's literally like a better Whopper. If you like just a loaded, messy burger, that's the one. This is a South. You get mayo, you get mayo. And this is the Bacon Jack. You get 2 patties on it. You get lettuce, tomato, mayo. There it is. And you get like 2 slices of real bacon. It's also messy. Mmm. 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 Crinkle cut fries. Perfect. So potatoey, like so soft in the middle. Just enough salt to not complain. Coke check. They nailed it. You got pea-sized ice. The only reason I stayed up was because I wanted lunch at Jack's. I'm gonna watch some Supernatural over here. I'm really loving this carpeting down here, by the way, everybody. And eat my Jack's, digest and get some shut-eye, because, again, been working every day since December last year, so we're keeping it going. We'll see if I get away with coming in on Monday as well. Today is Saturday. I work Saturday night. I'm already scheduled to work Sunday night. I'm going to see if I can come in on Monday. If he says no, that's fine. I'm going to keep rolling with it. Good evening, everyone. It's a little after 9 o'clock. My alarm didn't go off, but it's fine. I am getting ready for work. I think we've hit a month. We're getting close. I think this week might hit a month that I worked every day without a day off, except for Christmas Eve, which you guys know, since I got off work at 7 in the morning Christmas Eve, I kind of count it still as working every day. But everything went well. Didn't go to my gym today because they closed at 7, and I really wanted to sleep, which I did. I slept pretty well, I think. Ate good, slept good. Basically survived the monsoon doing this thing with the floor, but it's great. The cats love it. Waddles was kicking his cat toy around. It really does open up the space a lot more on the floor, and it actually feels good with that rail not being there for Waddles and me to stub our toes on. And now with this carpet, it feels good when you put your foot down. One of the things I want to invest in is a small vacuum. I'm thinking Ryobi because they have Ryobi tools, even though it won't be the same battery anyway. But just for this little space, I think it might make the difference. I don't know when I'll do that, but, and I want to get one more mat. I'm going to probably try to get this rail out tomorrow. If it'll come out as early as payday, maybe I'll get another mat, and that'll go all the way across. I'll overlap them, and it'll go all the way across. I think it'll also help with kind of when the heater's running, when it's cold, to kind of help keep the room a little warmer too. But I need to finish getting ready for work, and I'll catch up with you once I am. Made it to Walmart. About 3 minutes before I usually want to go in, so we're cutting a little close. It has been a very good day. I know it stormed and there was hail. It wasn't big hail. It melted by the time it hit the vehicles, which, you know, thank goodness for my solar panels. But that means no one really wanted to come out in the weather and bother us either, right? Cats had a good time. I had the cab section open, and I had put the that catnip rug in between the two, well, where the two front seats would be. I only have one seat. And so between the scratcher, the empty passenger seat, and the dashboard, cats had plenty of room. With the extra space the carpet gave, I actually folded up that folding chair and just leaned it against the side of the van on the inside. So they had this wide open space, and they could run through underneath the bed, which they have. Essentially, this thing is a cat tunnel. I'm going to make it into kind of a cat tunnel with a motion activated 12-volt light in there, and that way they can go back and forth and get to their litter box and stuff like that. That's one of the things I have planned. So they had a good time. And this little cat toy that I guess was in the van that they found, that Waddles was just kicking around everywhere. And of course he plays with his Incredible Hulk. Grable likes chasing the little treats, so I had the Temptations, and throwing it onto the floor where there's carpeting means she can see it and get it easier, and it doesn't go somewhere where it eventually just disintegrates and I have to clean it up, you know, a week later. So it's been a good time. By the time I got up, pretty much all the cats were lounging and relaxing. It is cooler, and it's going to be cooler for the next few days, so that's Waddles. That means Waddles brought a toy, and he wants someone to come see him. That's what he always does. He hasn't done that in the van for a long time because, you know, in the apartment, that's what he used to do when everyone's in their respective areas. He'd grab a toy, come into the middle of the living room, drop it, and just start making that noise. And usually Bimo, his mom, would come running to see what's up, and then they would do a little slap fight. So that's what that little noise was. That's Waddles, come play with me, I need attention voice. So I think they really like this carpeting. I think this carpeting did a lot for the back of that van, more than I expected. Not so much the carpeting per se, but the fact that we can extend out that space. There's just more space on the floor. The cats feel like they have floor space. They hadn't really been lounging on the actual floor. They'd lay on the chair, they lay on the table, and the bed, but they didn't really stay on the floor that much. So I've had a good day. Hope that you have as well. And until next time, this is your old pal, Hannibal the Vanable, signing off.